Hello everybody. So this is the third game of the best of three semifinals tiebreak between Germany and Spain. GSC M-Dragon versus Conflict. These guys played last year for the World Cup. It was 80 VOU with M-Dragon barely edging Conflict out. This time Conflict wants revenge and Germany wants to go to the finals, but so do Spain. And M-Dragon's leading off the king of GSC Snorlax before switching to Raikou, not wanting to get Dynamic Punched too badly or anything on the first turn. He gets his leftover speed. Conflict's unorthodox Gengar lead got him the advantage. I usually wouldn't consider it because Zapdos and Raikou are so common, but it sure worked out there. And he took Raikou's leftovers. That's huge for, let's say, a Zapdos. Anyway, Snorlax comes in, T-Tar comes in. M-Dragon wants to scout for Earthquake, so he goes to Cloyster, which also gets spikes and threatens Explosion, but a Curse from Conflict means that the Explosion isn't going to be doing a hell of a lot. M-Dragon goes for Toxic first, before getting the spikes down to rack up the damage and put as much as possible, because he knows the +1 defense means Explosion will not hurt as much. And a very nice move from M-Dragon there, catching Conflict's Gengar on the switch. Conflict expected the boom, and he gets pursued instead, and it also worked out because if it didn't have Earthquake Lax, I guess he would have scouted for Earthquake Lax, but he would have racked up even more Toxic and Recoil damage because the Snorlax did have Double Edge. Anyway, Vaporeon comes in, and Conflict doubles to Forretress. He's trying to get rid of those spikes, and he goes to Zapdos, getting Stun Spored, Fearing HP Fire, or Sleep Powder. That's also a big one. Then comes Forretress, and the thing about Forretress is that it has to run from a lot of things because of that fire move. But he might just go with the Rapid Spin here, since Cloyster took a lot of damage, and if he can prevent it, then that's big. Of course, he also has to watch out for Lovely Kiss. There's Rhydon, an unorthodox choice, but it's a very solid Pokemon, and Lovely Kiss Snorlax, some people, including M-Dragon, think if there's anything that really pushes Lax over the edge, it's that move. And Cloyster gets a free switch as the Rhydon sleeps. In comes Zapdos, and it being paralyzed is really dangerous because Cloyster can now threaten to explode on it, right? M-Dragon's looking to be running, some standard offensive shit, but he's playing really, really well, and we don't even know the last yet, so it could be a lot of things. So, Cloyster's threatening Boom, and he can even go the safe route and go to, the Thieved Raikou. I mean, it doesn't like it, like taking the Surf, but he surfs knowing his odds are good of dodging Para through full paralysis, and he gets it. So, and he's also scouting to make sure Gengar doesn't switch into Explode, because that's a common tactic in Conflict. Made a good read there, but it did not pay off. And there's a really good move on M-Dragon's end. Really good, because Raikou not only beats Zapdos, but it also handles the Gengar switch in as well and forces even more spikes damage on it. And I don't have percents on this side of the field. That's weird. My apologies for that. Let's change that real quick. I changed to this earlier. Anyway, there's percents. And Conflict, knowing he doesn't want to go for the Thunder with that low HP and risk getting boomed on, he switches to Snorlax, which is going to be forced to rest, and is another free switch for, not Cloyster, but Tyranitar. I guess M-Dragon wants, yep, there goes Snorlax. Maybe it was a restless Snorlax. And I guess there was also the possibility of the Raikou not having a hidden power, which isn't uncommon, Roar Reflect or Toxic, which is really rare, but odds are there was a hidden power coming that way, and Thunder isn't even a guarantee to a KO from that range, so he felt safe. And unfortunately the Lax is down, and M-Dragon is in a really dominating position right now. But Vaporeon is a really dangerous Pokemon, and it has been known to make several comebacks. Now, if M-Dragon's been concealing HP Fire, he's been doing a really good job. Not that it was really hard to throw out Stun Spore in that position, but Conflict's making his own plays, and he gets his spikes down. Now, that's big. He chose to get those up rather than spin. Psychic, Toxic to Exeggutor. Now Vaporeon's in a really good position, and he gets rid of M-Dragon's own spikes. Of course, this Exeggutor is really threatening, and is probably taking something with it. Oh, wow. I guess Fortress took something with it, and he got all his shit done. He spiked, he spun, he took out a Pokemon. That's very, very nicely done on Conflicts, and this is a great fight so far. Both players are firing on all cylinders, and that's really big, especially with the Thief Raikou. because now Vaporeon is even more dangerous to it. Of course, with the sleeping Rhydon, and there's Cloyster, there's Zapdos. Maybe Gengar would have been better there, but I guess because now he can Spike, he can Surf, he can Explode. M-Dragon has options, and none of them are really, bad. But yeah, with the sleep, if he can get rid of this Cloyster, then his Rhydon sleeping won't be as big a deal, since Egg is gone, which is really big. Not just for Vappy, but for Rhydon as well. Oh, he spiked, and well, now M-Dragon still has the good odds of staying in and getting the boom off as he got his spikes back down, because Sleep Talking and hitting Thunder is like a 20% chance. He could even go for Surf if he wanted to catch the Gengar, which is at 12%, so it might just die to spikes. Nope, he's not. Maybe he's Spin Cloyster. Somehow I don't think that's the case, but oh, there's the lack of leftovers on Raikou really proving crucial. Excuse me. So Gengar might die to spikes, and nope, it barely lived by 1%. PO does that with the percentages sometimes, and he gets the good odds of full para Thunder. Hitting Thunder and paralyzing is not good odds, but it worked there because now Vaporeon is in really, really good shape. And Gengar, knowing that it doesn't really have any use left, I think he's going to go for the sweep here. Because Vaporeon can beat Snorlax if it switches in. It's the reason why it's so good. Especially if it has Hydro Pump. Now that would be powerful, but a Paralyzed, Leftovers, less Raikou that has to hit Thunders? No, Vaporeon is clearing that shit out. And Vaporeon's dead. We don't know what the last is. Cloyster can still get a boom off, but if this is Acid Armor Vaporeon, then I guess I would have used it first, honestly. But we'll see. Cloyster still does have that boom threat. Cloyster, it has ridiculous usage. I think it might be, it's like easily top 4 in usage. I think at one point it might have even been number 2, or maybe it was number 2 that wasn't Snorlax. In whatever case, it's really highly used, and it goes beyond spiking, that explosion threat. Some people just boom it willy-nilly, but M-Dragon's showing how it can be dangerous if you use it more, I don't want to say intelligently, because sometimes games call for you to explode really quick, but, I'm not sure what that move was, though. Conflict Zapdos is on fire. It's hitting Thunder, it's paralyzing. Oh, he missed. But he's still got the Rhydon sleeping, but I'm not sure what he's really going for here. Maybe it's a Roar Vaporeon to handle Suicune stall, because, you outslow the phase, and you block the phase if you're slower. That's why Steelix can outphase Skarmory after a curse. But yeah, Rhydon's in, and we're assuming this is a Mono Wax, which makes sense considering he's got the Pursuit Tar support, and the Curse, Body Slam, Love the Kiss. What else would it be besides, Oh, he cursed himself, but here comes Cloyster. I'm not sure about that. I might have Earthquake there if that was Conflict. That's really dangerous. Zapdos is gone, and now he's going to have to pick something. Well, now he's going to get his chance to explode on Vaporeon. He is faster. Now, M-Dragon does survive a Surf, so he can even, Surf a few more times, or even go for a Toxic. Toxic is actually an absolutely riskless move here, so a Conflict would have to do something really ballsy, like Surf once and then switch to Rhydon on the explosion. See, he had to do that first. His Toxic was just riskless there. He had the right idea, but he pulled the trigger, a turn too early. So I think M-Dragon's going to take this one, as he's going to be forced to go back to Vaporeon. Nope, Surf, and now he explodes. But if he does explode, then depending on the last, the last could be anything from M-Dragon's own Vaporeon to, yep, there's Explode. I guess he's confident his last can handle Rhydon, or else he wouldn't have done it. Is it going to be Vaporeon? It's common. He's got all the symptoms. He's got the Egg to paralyze the Electrics. He's got the Spikes. He's got the Explosions. There's Vaporeon. Spainer going to the finals. And M-Dragon with a very impressive performance. Conflict, wasn't exactly pulling any punches either, but M-Dragon was just in control of this game. Very nicely played. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all later.